All right, still on Georgia. So double voting laws, and this gets interesting, but this is just an article I pulled up really quick from NPR. Georgia reveals double voting cases, but no evidence of malign. I can't even talk right now. No evidence of bad intentions. Let's put it that way. Malign. Ugh, my brain's fried. Too much research. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, so this was from September 8th. And he said 1,000 people voted twice. He acknowledged he didn't know whether any of them did so intentionally. Thousands of voters turned in absentee ballots, then voted in person. You have to be pretty fucking stupid to forget that you voted absentee, and then you're like, oh boy, did I or did I not fucking put that in the mail? That's okay. This is America, and there is no standards of conduct for us. You know, we can just blame other people. Personal responsibility? Nah, that's not a thing anymore. I'll go vote again. And then how do you know what their intentions are? Part of it in here, I guess they called one person, and let me say, let me see. There's a part in here. I guess they called a person, and of course they said, well, I didn't mean to, or I didn't know. You know, they played stupid and ignorance of the law, I guess. But I mean, seriously, you have to be dumb to not remember that. Oh yeah, I did vote by mail, but fuck it, I'll go again. So, and then proving their intentions in a court of law. I mean, how are you going to prove that? So. But let me into this. Okay, so double voting laws. Because like on my last video, I just couldn't see how I just can't see how that law holds up. But I looked up numerous ones. This one is interesting, and I haven't read this yet. What does this say? 9/30 of 2020. States prohibit voting more than once in the same election. So interpreted different ways. Voting more than one state on the same day, the same election, a state-run election separate. So lots of ambiguity, and ambiguity leaves for leeway to get away with things. So prohibit voting twice. So 11 states prohibit voting in more than one state. Georgia's not on there. 7 states prohibit voting twice within the state. Georgia's not on there. 31 states prohibit voting twice in the same election. Georgia's on there. But again, though, this is where the ambiguity comes in. So is a runoff considered the same election? Well, one can argue that because in the Georgia runoff, it had 3, in the original Senate race for Georgia, it had 3 candidates. So I'm not sure how a new runoff happens, if it's just going to be the 2 candidates or if the independent is allowed in there. But this took me a minute to find. So, all right, so I found the actual law. Okay, it's Title 52, U.S. Code 2018. Unfortunately, it's 134 fucking pages. Yes, I'm going to read every fucking page. Just like I finally finished the 2,089 fucking pages of that HEROES Act. So, yet to even remotely hear someone who tried to read all that, let alone Congress people. But this is just a the subsection of it, okay? And let me zoom this in. All right. Okay. Intimidation and threats of coercion. No. Okay, so we're going to come up here. All right. There. Okay. So, and this is Title 52, Section 10307. I think that's how it works. So, yeah. All right. Whoever knowingly, willfully gives false information to his name, address. Okay. Period of residence in the voting district for the purpose of establishing his eligibility to register or vote. Okay, I'm just going to focus right here, all right? Now, establishing your eligibility. Okay, well, there's no residency requirement in the United States anymore for these. So how does this apply to current law? It makes no sense. Now, is period of residence defined by something else? Again, ambiguity in the law. So, because in Georgia, like I said, there's no residency requirement, and apparently it's only a 28-day registration deadline. So, after that, I mean, then what? I mean, like I said, I'm gonna maybe look into a voter application, but do they ask you on a voter application what's your purpose in the state, where's your job, or any of that stuff? No. So how do you determine that? You can't. It makes it very, very difficult in a court of law to prove intent. And I mean, I can just see a good lawyer bringing this up and then getting a person off by saying, well, this person's family got sick, so they had to go back and be a caretaker, or, just something like that. And with coronavirus going on and everyone distracted, this is the best time to do that shit. And it's bad because I'm probably putting ideas in people's heads. Actually, probably not, because I don't get enough views. So, but this is just going to be something to watch out for. I mean, this is completely ridiculous right here, and this should be revised. But Congress has more important things to worry about, which I'm going to touch on my next video in episode 2 of what Congress did or did not do today.